I'm Rohit from Crux Labs. Earlier, we heard Ivan talk about many remote working solutions for collaboration, data sharing, etc. Those are very important as foundation for working from home. And I want to talk about another foundational piece, which is very important to consider as it impacts sales. Most SME use a phone system based on analog landlines where all customer sales and support calls arrive today. In fact, many SME businesses do not have the ability to tell how many sales calls were received in a day or if they were answered correctly by reviewing call recordings and if they translated to successful business. Think of a 20-30 employee bakery that takes on call orders and visualize the value of having missed 20 calls. Now multiply that number by a factor when such a phone system cannot be used by staff to make and receive calls when they are not in the bakery. It is easily, it can easily translate to a couple $1,000s of lost revenue. And this is a problem which is isolated as a phone system and is not solved by any of the popular remote working solutions. Businesses can't just change published phone numbers, and it is cumbersome to tell customers alternate numbers to call. One can set up call forwarding to one or two mobile numbers, but how do you maintain continuity to all staff members so that sales calls can go to the sales teams, the support calls can go to the support team members, and everyone could also call out using office lines so that you don't have to pay or reimburse individual mobile phone bills when they are working from home and prevent any increase in cost to conduct the business. The idea is to run office like before without increasing the burn rate as well, right? Especially repetitive costs. So today's fixed line systems that most of the SMEs use make use of the PSTN lines, which are analog phones using a system called EPABX. And analog phones use a different set of cables and infrastructure that does not work with the LAN and internet. This is the primary reason why it prevents the remote users from having access to phone system from outside the office. Now, this can be very easily altered by connecting the fixed lines to an ATA and our product called Crux, which is an all-in-one PBX and UC platform for the SME. With this interconnection, analog phone calls are converted into VoIP calls by Crux and routed over internet just like Skype or WhatsApp. Users can use desk IP phones or soft phone apps on their mobiles or laptops to access the office phone system even when they're not in office. They can then use the app to make and receive calls using office fixed lines, fully preserving the customer experience. What that means is that customers will continue to call your office on the office numbers and receive calls from your staff on office line like before. Now, business owners and or supervisors can also generate reports based on call records. This deployment does not require us to be on site. We can set this up remotely and typically takes about 30 to 60 minutes to deploy. So Crux comes, it's not just a remote working solution. It is a very power-packed solution. It comes with a lot of enterprise features. PBX features, for example, you can set up auto attendant, also called as interactive voice response or IVR. Call queues can be set up on this, set up working hours and non-working hours, see who called when, and also record calls in your secure Crux device. Now, there are no recurring charges as such, unlike most cloud-based PBX solutions that have per user and per feature monthly charge. They anyway cannot work with your office landlines. Moreover, Crux acts like your own private cloud PBX. It sits securely in your office, used only by you, and hence all your call data is safe, plus Crux is not shared. So it delivers better call quality as well. A Crux LX unit. So there are two models of our product, and a Crux LX unit, which is meant for office communications, can connect up to 250 staff members globally and supports up to 20 concurrency. That means that at any given time, about 20 people could be conversing simultaneously on Crux. There is also a more specialized model called Crux VX, which is meant for call centers. Please contact us separately to find out more about it, as it is a very specialized and comprehensive offering with real-time dashboard and call analytics, etc., built into that. Crux is made in Singapore, and we have customers here as well as in 10 other countries today across industries like healthcare, IT, education, manufacturing, even non-profits like Diabetes Singapore users. They've been using us for the last couple of years. Crux LX comes in different built-in storage capacity models. The base model starts at $999, Singapore dollars, so that's about $1,000, and goes on up to $2,500. It comes with storage with up to 250 hours of call recordings and voicemail. The ATA costs a couple $100, depending on the number of lines you may have in your office. The setup and configuration is charged at 1990 per user. Crux is certified by most telecom operators here in Singapore. We are also authorized resellers of Singtel, MyRepublic, etc. Usually, our customers save 30 to 50% in monthly telecom costs by deploying Crux. And due to COVID-19, we are offering a 10% discount for companies with over 20 staff members. And for those with lesser than 20 staff members, we are waiving all our service charges to make it easy for them to buy Crux and leverage the benefits. That's all I've got in this presentation for today. Hope this was useful. Please feel free to ask me any questions now or later. Thank you and stay safe. Over to you, Songi.